Okay, so Alma, your story is so incredible, and we were together this past weekend, and I was actually amazed and inspired by your health journey and where you were and where you are. So I wanted to just ask you some questions and talk about it. So you had some health challenges. Take us back to when you started noticing, maybe I don't know how many years ago, 10 years ago, 7 years ago. When did you start noticing some
I
challenges?
think I think about 20 years ago, I
Oh,
started, yeah, the like my feet burning and stuff, but I thought it was normal. I would ask people, "Is this normal?" Like, "Oh yeah, my feet hurt a lot." So
mhm.
I just let it go. As I started having children, it seemed like it got worse. Standing longer time periods at work, it just got really, really bad. But moving on in 2011, I actually went to go see a neurologist because the pain was so bad. It had like traveled to my legs. And he diagnosed me with neuropathy, which is nerve damage. He told me I have severe damage and there's nothing to do about it. So
Mhm.
again, I went on my own, continued working. Um, and then suddenly, like in 2011, in my chest, I always had a burp, like just burp, and I had like bad breath, like just really bad. But one day at work, I feel like a chest pain, like, man, maybe it's my heart. So I went into the ER, and he did X-rays, and he came back and told me that I was full of feces. I said, what? And I go, you're telling me I'm full of shit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I'm like, so we started laughing. He says, yes. He goes, I'm going to give you some medicine to drink and then you'll go to the restroom. I'm like, okay. So anyway, so since then, 2011, the pain just got it really, really bad. Within that time, I was diagnosed with carpal tunnel, the nerve damage in my legs. I ended up going to an arthritis doctor where my neurologist sent me because I walked in his office barely walking. I
Wow.
was full of inflammation, and he referred me to the arthritis doctor, where I was diagnosed with arthritis, fiber, nerve damage, carpal tunnel, inflammation in my body. So I continue to work through this time, but it was the worst time in my life. Like the pain was not very nice to me.
So
Um,
and I remember you saying this, like you never pooped, right? Wait, you told me that, like you
yeah,
never.
yeah. So I was also constipated and always had a hard time going to the restroom. I also had, and I found this out last year, that I have two cysts, and those cysts are about size of a quarter size. Yeah. So
Oh,
my periods were also heavy, and I had a lot of back pain in my back and my stomach.
wow.
So came 2018 in April, I started seeing a holistic doctor because my sister, and I was so happy when my sister got it because now I was able to share my story and my pain with her. And she always wondered, why didn't you share your story? I tried to hide from everybody because I just didn't want to waste my time and telling everybody, except the people I work with. They
So let
knew
me
what I
get this straight. You have pain for, okay, so 2018 is when you started to kind of get some things under control. But for like 20 years or all these years, you had all these, and the symptoms just kind of kept coming on more and more over the years. And then I believe you were telling me like it was barely hard for you. I mean, hard for you to go to work. Tell the part about when you would go to sleep, how your husband.
Oh, yeah. So for the 7 years, my family did struggle with me. It wasn't easy for them. I would take showers. It's really hard to lift my arms up and take showers. So my daughter was really nice about that. She would come and help me. Even after I get the showers, she would brush my hair because I had just to lift my arm like this. I couldn't even do that after work. I was done full of inflammation, and I would cry and be in pain. Um, and at nighttime, because I didn't sleep well either. So at nighttime, my husband, every night he would massage my legs and feet every night, and to go to sleep he would scratch my head, and this was me crying every night and him scratching my head till I would fall asleep. But for me, I had to let him sleep, so I would just try to sleep, but I wasn't asleep because of the pain. um, they put me on all kinds of medication, gamitine, lyrica, tramadol, every medication you can think, they had me on it, and it just didn't do nothing.
How many medications were you on, would you say?
I, I believe they tried about five of them because it made me feel really drowsy.
Mm.
And so when I was driving to work, I felt like I was drunk. And there was days I would go in there and just start crying. So they said, just go home, just go home. And I would just come home from work. So I'm thankful that I still have my job and they put up with me at work.
So then you found a holistic doctor. And then what happened with the holistic doctor? And then take us to the story where we actually.
Yes. So in April 2018, my sister introduced me to her holistic doctor because I just told you that my sister started having the symptoms, I believe 2017. So he told me, I know what you're going through and I know what we need to do. So he took me off. He told me, I'm going to take you off gluten, dairy, processed, no sugar. I mean, fake sugar. So, and, you know, he did what he had to do to my body to adjust it. He said to me, are you ready to do this? And I said, yes, I am. I said, it's been long years, too many years, too long. So I started following it. I really did, because this is, you know, this is what I wanted. I wanted this pain. I'm going to try anything to get rid of this pain.
So you started eating differently at first, like you started with food.
Yes, I started changing and, you know, took away everything he told me. I did. I follow rules. So moving on forward, I was doing everything. I was doing good and I started feeling good, you know. But as soon as I started learning about nutrition on my own, I wanted to get more fruits and vegetables in my body, and it's so hard to eat so many. So I wrote the date somewhere, but anyway, I met Robin in May 2018 at my health fair, and I saw her put posters of fruits and vegetables, and I remember sitting in front of you, and we started chatting.
Yeah.
And introduced me to fruits and vegetables in the capsules and berries, which berries are really good for inflammation. So didn't hear from Robin, and I still have your text. And when you reached back to me, I didn't hear from Robin until July 9th of 2017.
Wow.
July 2013, I signed up for my business because remember, I went to a listed doctor and I'm going to do everything he's going to do. So when I met Robin, my nutritionist, my friend, I said, I'm going to do this. So yes.
I'm going to ask this question, Alma. So you started taking the fruits and vegetables in the capsule, right? We met. We didn't talk for a couple months. You were already eating better. You started taking the fruits and vegetables in the capsule. What did you notice, and how quickly, or what did you notice?
So, like within the first week, I noticed I started going to the restroom. I'm like, okay, this is some good stuff. Something that I had a hard time. Sorry, my tower garden just went on.
Oh, that's good. You have it in the house?
I have it in the house right now, but I'm gonna move it out.
Okay.
But do you hear? It sounds like a waterfall.
Yeah. So you started. Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, I started feeling, you know, and then I started feeling energy, and like I said, I started going. Every time I ate, I went to the restroom. I was like, "What is going on? There's something going on." So.
Yeah. People don't realize that the toxic load that we carry in our bodies, if we're not getting it out, then our cells pretty much eat the waste, and it contributes to all the challenges that we have. So you were going poop, and then what happened with the inflammation?
Yeah, so as I got better and better, and I still feel a lot of stuff now. After 9 months, I'm paying attention. I'm noticing stuff still going away. But yeah, so inflammation started going down. I mean, I live pain-free. I have no inflammation in my body. And it took time. Like, it did take time. But it helped a lot. I mean, now I go to the restroom. I eat lots of fruits and vegetables. I drink water. And what else? Yeah, I have no joint pain. I have no carpal tunnel. I have my feelings in my legs back. I'm not asking anybody for help anymore. So my family also started taking it, and my husband's been with me on this journey. Within 2 months, and I don't remember the medication he was on, but within the 2 months, he was off his blood pressure. So he's been off his blood pressure this whole time also.
So let me get this straight, because I always got to summarize it, because it always shocks me, even though, like, I talk to people all the time. So you were sick for years, couldn't barely walk, couldn't barely move. Nobody could touch you. You were always in pain. Then you shifted the way that you ate, which meant you started taken out the stuff that didn't serve your body, but then you also added the plant powder, so the fruits, the vegetables, and the berries. And now you tell me today you poop like regular, and I know you do because I was hanging out. Okay. You poop well. You don't have pain. You can lift your arm. You could play softball. You could do all the stuff that you used to do that you suffered from because you changed the way that you flooded your body with nutrition. That's what you're telling me. So nutrition, not the medication, not whatever. It was nutrition that got you back to who you are.
Yes.
And your husband is not on blood pressure medication.
Right. So it's
all because of food and nutrition.
All that did it. And there's, I can go on and on, but it really works.
Yeah. People don't get how powerful food is. Food will either kill you or keep you alive. Like, seriously, people don't get it. And I know that because you may share your story and some people get it and then some people just don't want to get it.
Yeah. And you just have to pay attention to your body. Like now, I know I don't have that period pain anymore in my back and my cramps. My toe healed really quick. I had a toothache on a root canal that hurt, and that root canal pain is gone.
Yeah, I remember because I've been hanging out with you now with you telling me like, oh my gosh, my toe, my this. That's what happens when you flood your body with nutrition. So I'm going to stop the recording. I thank you for sharing your story. And there's other people that are going to listen that can relate and they want to know more about the plant powders. And whoever sent you this video or however you got the link to this, you can ask them more about the plant powders. It's fruits and vegetables in a capsule. It is not such a miracle thing. It's so many fruits and vegetables raw in a form that your body just responds to because we're so nutrient deficient in the foods that we eat. Your body it takes it and it knows what to do with it. It seems like a miracle. It seems amazing, but it's just food. Literally, it's not a vitamin. It's just 30 different raw fruits and vegetables in a capsule. That's right. It. So
can't forget the omegas. The omegas are awesome.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. The omegas all plant based.
Yes.
No fish.
No fish in them. They go straight from the algae. They taste good. You can chew them. You can swallow them, and they're good for you. They also help with inflammation in your joints. So I really highly recommend them too.
Yeah. And we hung out this past weekend, and I'm the nutritionist, but you eat better than I do, I think. And then I guess I don't poop as much because you're like, what? You don't have to go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh my gosh, you poop like a baby. Like every time you eat, like babies go poop. Like that is from you doing that and telling me you were constipated for years and years and years. And so many people are constipated. Like that's the thing now, but it ain't normal. It ain't right. So, all right, Miss Alma, don't go. We're going to stop the recording. Thank you so much for your time. So anybody who wants to ask, figure out how to get plant powders for yourself, which I recommend because it just makes sense. Whoever sent you this video, ask them.